everyone, and welcome back. Tonight we're at the Nurburgring 24-hour circuit for Season 10 Round 4 of the APRL Foundation Cup. Apex Point Racing League, and in P1, Yowie. Roosters starting from second, and away we go. The Mazda out in front, down through T1. A little bit of a wobble there, but it's all pretty clean. And we head out. It's early morning, 4:45 in the morning, the starting time, so a little bit dark, a little bit hazy, and the track temperature is probably not all that high. So Roosters having a run at Yowie early on. Yowie managed to hang it around the outside and holds on up to the S's. Black Sugar in the beautifully liveried GT40 in there behind, pushing hard too. Of course, still early on lap 1, so everyone's pretty close together. Rooster manages to get Yowie before we get to the Nordschleife, so that could be quite lucky. Very hard to pass on the Nordschleife. Black Sugar trying to get in on the action here, but the Mazda's quick. Don't you love that Cooper's Sparkling Ale livery? It's just gorgeous too. So out onto the Nordschleife. Roosters holding on in front. Let's see if he can pull away. Meanwhile, back in the pack, I'm running in 6th when Ghost gets it slightly wrong and runs us both off the track. All good fun on turn 3 or 4? No, a bit further on. Turn 3 or 4 of the Nordschleife at least. So, in a recovery mode and try and get into some rhythm again and recover some time. Have a look out the back. I can see Bren behind me. Bren's a quicker driver than I am, and must have had an off track somewhere in that early part of the race, and he'll catch up to me quite quickly. So power across the top of the hill here. And yeah, Bren's catching me. Be elder in the distance, I think. So coming to the downhill section, I can see Bren pretty close to me. I'm watching him getting closer. Run down this fast, twisty section up to the tricky, windy part. He's still there. Be able to off track and into the fence behind us. I get up through here, and Bren's quite close to me now. So I'm leaving plenty of space just in case he wants to make a run. And I'm very conscious of getting him through safely. So come up to the next right-hander. I stay right out on the right-hand side of the track, give him lots of space, ease up, let him through, and then follow as close as I can. So running down to the foxhole, you can see how much quicker he is down through this section than I am. I'm on the brakes a lot earlier, but not that far behind him, and I can see more traffic up the road. No one behind me, so no pressure from that angle. It's just eyes forward now and try to hold on. So if you can hang on before the Donninger straight, then you've got a chance of getting some slipstream help. all the way back to the start finish line. So I'm working probably at my limit here to try and hold on, and I can see those other traffic ahead, and I'm hoping to get to be part of this battle pack if I can just get closer. And of course that's dangerous when you're probably overdriving the car to your ability, and an ominous warning to myself was probably a wise thing that wasn't forthcoming, as we're about to see. So coming down the carousel, always reasonably comfortable through here. See those little battle pack ahead, and getting very hopeful about joining up. Nice entrance here. Come out on the right line. Everything's looking good. Obviously someone up ahead is slowing Bren and the other car down a little. Bren being one of our really fast Foundation Cup guys. And here I just am pushing right to the very limit, and I just get it wrong. Out wide, just slightly touch the grass and touch the fence. So that loses me a little bit of time, and as you want to do when that happens, you push even harder, and yep,
no problem.
there we are backwards in the fence, and wait for Rooster to go, Ramos to go, Ghost and Beelder, and then we can get back on with it. So back out the front, and Yowie's way up the road now. He's just streeted the rest of us. What a great drive in the Mazda. So coming up now, into the mini carousel and heading for the Dodger, and he'll have his first lap completed. So let's jump ahead a bit and see where we get to next. So here we are on lap 2, and we've got Yowie out in front by a reasonable margin from Rooster and Black Sugar. In 4th place we will have Willie, then Bren, Casper, or Loki, for those that know the alternative names for these drivers. Checkered globe in behind in 7th, I can see there, which is a fair way down. So again, someone that started a fair way back in the field maybe had an issue on lap 1. So they're all pretty close together, and then there's a fairly big gap back to the next cars, which are strung out with I think Rooster in 8th, Beelder in 9th, and then I'm bringing up the rear. Well, at least Ghost was in 8th until about halfway through lap 2. He's backwards into the fence in that Lambo, and Beelder moves up into 8th, and you can just see the nose of my car in the background, not too far behind there, and there I am. Okay, so at the end of lap 2. Let's see where we're all placed. So Bielda's in 10th, I've moved up to 9th, Ghost's in 8th, so Bielda's had an issue somewhere. Ghost doing the old weaving trick on the Donninger. Willie's in 7th. Very pretty with that green, red and white finish. He's moved into 6th, so someone's pitted at the end of lap 2. Checker Globe is in 5th. Bren's in 4th. Rooster's in 3rd, so Checker Globe has managed to get through on Rooster. He's in, Black Sugar's managed to get through on Rooster, and he's running in 2nd. And Yowie is nowhere to be seen, way up the road. So that's how we are at the end of the 2nd lap. Meanwhile, a bit further back in the pack, I'm still behind Ramos and running 7th and 8th, but in close proximity to each other. So been like this for a bit over a lap, I think, at this stage, and just closely following, trying to stay in touch in the hope that when I get to the Donninger, I might be able to get some slipstream. So still a bit far back, probably need to catch up a bit, but he runs off wide and I go through to 7th. So didn't have to wait that long and got a lucky break. So let's go back up to the front and see what's happening up there. Well, Loki and Bielda are still behind me. Loki is on the grass a bit like I was earlier, and that'll give Bielda a chance to sneak past. But Loki doesn't lose too much time at this stage. A lucky break there. When I went off, it just spun me face on. Anyway, as I said, let's go back to the front. Yowie's still miles out in front, untroubled, and really just making it look easy in the Mazda. What a great drive. No risks, no foot wrong, using all the track, but always looking safe. Never look like you're doing anything that might give him any sort of risk of someone catching him. Just a masterclass for sure. So Black Sugar sitting in 2nd, out on his own. Rooster still in 3rd. Plenty of space around 2nd and 3rd, so no real pressure on either of them at this stage. So we're coming to the end of lap 3 now, and I would expect people will be pitting, and in comes Yowie. Pit crew ready. Black Sugar goes past, which was that's a surprise. Wow. So is that a mistake or is he in fuel saving? Let's wait and see. So he's leading the race, but Rooster's in as well. Bren's in. Checker Globe now up to 5th. What'll Willie do? Yep, into the pits for Willie. I know I'm going to pit That was always a strategy, the end of lap 3. And Ramos is quite close to me again. He's picked up some time. I'm into the pits, and my strategy is just fuel. I'm going to go the whole 6 laps on one set of tyres. Worked out okay in practice, and I can pick up some time in the pits if the other car decides to go for tyres. So let's see what happens. What does Ghost do? Yeah, Ghost's getting some tyres. I'm just getting fuel. Willie's out. Jacket Globe's out. Bren's up the road. Rooster's up the road. Yeah, he's sitting in second, but Black Sugar, how long can he go on this strategy? Let's have a look. Let's see what his settings are. So, bring that up. And yeah, look at the red light on the fuel gauge. Wow. And he's not all that. He's only just going onto the Nordschleife. And the fuel is really low. So it's a brave decision. We'll see how we go. Okay, so I've jumped ahead a little, and we're running down into the foxhole, and Yowie is just really coming up fast. So Black Sugar's in full fuel save mode, obviously, and Yowie's just going to walk straight past here, down the inside. Black Sugar, no point in defending, lets him go. Black Sugar's now back to second, and Yowie's gone up the road. Let's see who the next victim will be coming through. So we're coming towards the end of the 4th lap, and Checker Globe Black Sugar, I keep making that mistake, finally makes it into the pits. By this stage he's running 7th, so I've passed him. He also takes tyres and fuel, and he comes out in 9th. He's coming out, he's still in 9th. Into turn 1. And Lakey's been in as well. That's quite interesting. So Lakey's been in, maybe got some tyres. I'm not sure what happened there. We'll check back. Okay, so we're about halfway through the 5th lap, and Checker Globe has caught right up to the back of Bren, and he's got the pressure on for a podium position, and they're running very close together, and this is tricky. Easy to make a mistake down through here. Can he get through? And even if not, he's got the slipstream on the Dollinger. He really pedals that NSX hard. It's not generally one of the meta cars, but in Globe's hands it is very fast. So I'll have a look at the field. Lakey in 10th, Beelder in 9th, Black Sugar is picked up to 8th, so he's got one position back. Ghost in 7, with Black Sugar catching fairly quick by the looks of this. I'm in 6th. 5th is Willie. We're way wide on turn 2. 4th is Globe. Third is Bren. Second is Rooster. And Yowie miles up the road. So we're on the final lap, and let's see how this all finishes up. Okay, so we'll pick up the race with about half a lap to go, I'm guessing. Globe is really putting the pressure now on Bren, trying to grab that podium position. And down into this tricky section over the jump. Oh, Bren's got a wheel in the dirt, and oh, he's gone. But oh, nice no scope 360, and he's still in fourth. My luck when that happens, I'm in the fence and I have to wait for traffic. Well done for that spin. That was either great management or great luck, but in the sense of losing the podium, not so good, but the alternative could have been being way back down the field. So on the Doddinger, Yowie's coming up for the last time to the line. What a great win. Well done, Yowie. Fantastic drive, mate. That was, as I said earlier, certainly a masterclass. Roosters hung on for second in the older of the two Porsches, and he always pedals that really well. Got that car dialed in and operating very well. Pretty hard to beat this year for a podium position in Foundation Cup. Good outcome, well deserved. Put on a bit of a show for the crowd on the last couple of corners and gets it to the line safely. Checker Globe, always consistent, worked right back up from down the back as he always does, and brings that NSX home in third. Kept the pressure on Brand, not far behind in fourth. A bit unlucky, drove really well. Willie in fifth. Gets away with a last minute slide onto the grass. No one in sight behind him, so that still allows him to get home in fifth. I was in sixth. I was a fair way behind, I think about 20 plus seconds behind Willie, and I eased off because I had about 20 seconds up the road, so I was taking no risks on this second half of this lap, at least, if not a little bit more, and so I decided that cementing sixth place was the safe bet on the evening, and pretty happy with that. Probably my best finish around the Nordschleife. Ramos is in seventh, not far behind me. Picked up a little bit of time, and that last lap, as I said, I backed it right off. And Black Sugar, unfortunately, in eighth, didn't make up that many places. Bialda in ninth, and Loki, you'll finish in 10th, having done that late stop. Great racing. Thanks, guys. Had a great night. Really enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on track.